My name's Kellie Pollard. I'm a PhD candidate in the Department of Archaeology at Flinders University in Adelaide. Thinking about my own experience of being a student at uni, I know that it's really important that a supervisor have a lot of experience of supervision of students, and you also need to have someone who's available. So supervisors tend to be very busy people, and what I've learnt over time is that you, as a student, you need to manage your supervisor so that they are available to you as you need them, as you go along in your studies, because in that sense you need to manage up, and it's really important that you learn how to do that so that the supervisor is there to support you through the tasks of writing chapters, producing chapters, and finishing the thesis, because I've also learnt from personal experience that it's really important that supervisors are a very important part of getting the thesis written and completed. It's not a task that you can do on your own. You need to have their involvement every step of the way. So I would say that one of the really important things about being a good supervisor is that they're very knowledgeable, very experienced, they're available, or make them available, and get as much support from them as you can. In terms of the academic skills, I mean, supervisors are they should be very experienced and knowledgeable about the standard of writing that's required for a thesis, and they should be able to give you the advice that you need to know how to develop that standard, that skill, as you go along in your drafts. And they should also be able to advise on the appropriate journals for your discipline, and they should be able to help you produce at least one paper, more if you can, while you're writing your thesis for publication in a journal towards the completion of your thesis. And I think for Indigenous students it's particularly important that their supervisors be very knowledgeable and experienced about Indigenous culture and Indigenous history and Indigenous values. It's really important as an Indigenous student to choose a supervisor who's got that kind of knowledge, background and experience, because they will be more aware of the specific needs that Indigenous students have. So do your best that you can to find a supervisor who's got that kind of knowledge, background and experience. At this level for me, PhD level, both my supervisors are non-Indigenous women. They're both professors in archaeology, but they have decades worth of personal experience working with Indigenous communities, and so they're very familiar with the community life experiences of Indigenous people, and they're very familiar with the values of Aboriginal people and the cultural preferences. So I'm lucky in that sense that I have two very experienced senior academics who have got a very long background working with Aboriginal people and Torres Strait Islander people in Australia. So as long as they have that knowledge and that experience, that's actually very valuable.